to maintain it as well. So obviously you said, and this is probably my last question in terms of regards to your marriage. So obviously you said, you know, you give her the credit, everything like that, etc., etc. And obviously the fact that, you know, you've done 10 years. My question here then is, if there's a young man out there, you know, a young man who isn't married, is single, and he's knocking them down. You know what I mean? He's knocking them down. What's going to be your advice at this point? Because you're telling us that your life improved when you got married. Your life improved. So I want to know, what would be your advice for a young man? He's in his 20s. You know, he's knocking them down. He's, you know, he's got a bit of change in his pocket. You know, he's doing what he wants to do. It's looking all good. But I want to know, what kind of advice would you give that young man from your perspective now?
First thing I tell him: vision, purpose, and plan. I think every man needs a vision, purpose, and plan. I tell everybody that I had no game. Women just purely understood. Women purely understood my story because I had a vision, purpose, and a plan. No matter what I was doing, and then you got to have some form of self-control. So I sit down and talk to them, just like, man, you're playing a deadly game. So make sure that you're messing with women that don't have anything to lose. Because my main thing back then and there, I would go to my personal experience and talk to them about, like, hey, this is what I've done. I only mess with women that had something going on for themselves. I didn't fish I didn't go to the bottom of the barrel. I stayed at a certain level, and this is what I mean. I usually like ladies that was actually in college or going for their masters, PhDs, professors. That was kind of my lane, my vein. Why was that? Because I know those women that actually that young and on a career-driven path did not want to get pregnant. So now that kind of take that off the table at that point in time, because she has something that she's trying to accomplish. So, but if you're messing with women that don't have any goals or nothing that they're trying to accomplish, or they are not fully driven inside school, just stay away from them, bro. Don't mess with them type. If you can't find a woman, and that's the first thing that I would say. Next thing is, man, get on your purpose and your plan. Why are you here? Because I squandered probably my 20s messing around. So what is your purpose and your plan for your life? Because I can guarantee you the women would be there later on in life if you actually just get on your purpose and plan right now. And basically with the same thing that I talked to him about right now. Man, guard your penis. It's a sacred tool. It can be used for good and evil. Sammy, what that meant?
Well done. I agree with the last part. Your body is sacred, and everyone can have it.
Yeah, man.
That was good. Listen, that was good. Listen, I appreciate Mr. Live, because that was, I know, I totally understand where you're coming from, right? Because you're a person that is strategic, and I always say this as well on the channel. I said people that are strategic look much colder than other people who don't know how to break down actually what they're seeing. And so similarly to you, I totally understand where you're coming from, because you're thinking about moves, because you have to be, that's the kind of mind that you have. And so I appreciate you sharing that and breaking that down, because it makes me look good and not look bad anymore. So you can take over my role. But, you know, listen, we've reached a 4-hour mark, guys. Sorry, we've reached a 4-hour mark, and that was actually the maximum.